Yeah, you know what? I thought that he missed. He had pretty good command of it. There was a lot of close pitches that could have gone either way that he didn't get with the breaking ball. But for him to have the confidence in it to repeat it was good. He changed his arm slot a little bit. It seemed like he kind of had a little more east to west than the north south. But it was good. And Yazi did a good job back there with him. And right there, pitch count getting up a little bit, and I like the spot going to Woody right there, or going to Romo, that part of their lineup, and obviously Woody gave us two big innings, and then you go to Kenley.
It was his top hand, his right hand, but when he gets hit, thought.
Well, the first thing he said when we got out there to check in on him was his on base is 1,000, so. He was pretty focused on the on base, I guess. But no, we're gonna take some pictures right now and see what we've got. But from the way he feels and the strength, I think that he'll be fine.
In the fourth inning, you have a couple of guys that are attempting bunts. Is that more of a focus, or obviously situational? But
I think it's situational, and they're gonna give the bunt to Yasmani and Jock. And so in certain times, we want to take a chance on, putting a ball and hopefully, getting a base hit and force their hand a little bit to maybe get out of the shift. But we were unsuccessful tonight. But I think that, we're encouraging these guys, if the opportunity is there, to try to, I guess, take advantage of it.
Nice debuts this year. Obviously, Sergio, Alex, and Kenley shut the door.
It was good. I know Sergio thanked me for the inning after he came out, which was nice. But and we talked about this earlier, is that we don't know when he's going to take the ball, but I know that he's on board with whoever he's called upon. And, first pitch fastball to Myers, but outside of that, he was lights out. And, Woody, having him in the pen is a weapon. And I feel that, we have him for length. I talked about he's going to be a guy that I trust in high leverage situations, and so for him tonight to bridge that gap to get to Kenley was huge.
We often talk about anxiousness with Puig, but how nice was it to see him wait out that changeup and then down the line?
It was good. It was good, and I didn't know if it was a change or a slider, but it was a change, and he just got it out front, but stayed through the ball, and had some good at bats tonight. So first pitch he saw tonight, hit a grounder, but then after that he kind of grinded some at bats, and that was a big hit for us, that homer.
Have you seen that 8th spot affect him at all as far as motivation to maybe show you that he deserves to move on up?
I don't know. I think that's a question for Yasiel. But, I think that the at-bat quality that he's giving us, and just knowing, again, there's a lot to be said for stressing a pitcher 1 through 8. And, Yasiel does that.
How much of the work that Yasiel did with Turner was about getting the ball in the air?
There's a lot of it. There's a lot of approach stuff. There's mechanic stuff, and I think that it's kind of the game today. Guys are stronger, velocity, and you put the ball on the ground. We have a lot of data to kind of gather up ground balls, and so with Yasiel, he's so strong he can hit the ball at the ballpark anywhere, and so I think that if he can elevate the baseball pretty much anywhere, then he's got a chance. I didn't even know he got to 95. Is that right? Yeah. He's sometimes guys, you go from starters and into the pen in those short spurts, their stuff plays up. And I know that, Alex, I don't think he didn't pitch since Friday or Saturday. So he's definitely a caged lion. He was chomping at the bit to get out there, and he was dominant. He was dominant, and again, I can't say enough about Alex to embrace whatever role we have for him. And like I said, it was huge 2 innings tonight for us.
Dave, obviously you don't know what happens if it plays out, but how big was Rich Hill's pickoff move there in the 4th with Myers right before the home run as far as the point?
That was big. Right there at that point in time, with Myers on base, an inning can develop, and there was a couple curveballs that he was leaving up arm side, and gets behind the hitter 3-1, and so call a pickoff over there, and so I don't know if he did on his own or Bob gave him the throw over sign or what, but Will Myers obviously going on the pitch, so that was a huge out.
How much did getting hit in the hand play pulling him after 75 pitches, or did you
It was, for me, going into the game, it was 75, 85, something like that. And just, where they were at in the order, I felt that it was a good spot for Sergio. So the hand didn't play any factor.
Kent, 5 innings yesterday, Rich, 5 innings today. Does that even feel like a quick hook anymore after what you went through last year?
Right. You know what? No, and I really try to, obviously, I'd like for all those guys to go deeper. I think that if, they can be efficient and the score and things like that and, bullpen usage. But, these first 2 games or those 2 games right there is just more of just figuring out what's best for us, or the second and third game, just what's best for us to win that game. And I know that Rich is going to go deeper in games. I know Kent is going to go deeper. But for those 2 given games, I felt it was the right move.
With Adrian, he kind of had an abbreviated sprain with the elbow. Seems to be making a concerted effort to hit the other way so far. What have you been seeing with his swing in the early going?
You know what? He is a little bit, but I do think that he's still taking aggressive passes at the baseball. So I think that last year he got a little bit trying to just hit the grounder to the other side to beat the shift. But I still think now, with his aggressiveness on trying to drive the ball the other way and hit it hard, as he's done with a couple doubles and just missed hitting a homer tonight, to center field. So he's taking aggressive swings. And so for me, that just shows that he does feel healthy.